welcome back, and thank you for tuning in to our first of many Tuesday episodes of the Creekside Sports. I am your host, Travis. With me on Tuesdays, for the most part, will be Kyle. We can see if we can get Marty and John in here if it fits their schedules. uh, we are the Creekside Dogs, by the way. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Kyle, we have a big day coming up in golf. Well, we just had good golf go by, but we also got some future golf coming up. What we got here
We
on the
had a fantastic week of golf this week. Genesis Invitational, Tigers event. Unfortunately, Tiger had to withdraw after only 24 holes, citing illness instead of injury, which I guess is the only silver lining here is he's not hurt again.
Yeah, he only got one round in, and round two he started feeling bad.
Yeah, he played 6 holes on Saturday, and on the seventh hole he teed off, hit a beautiful tee shot right down the middle of the fairway, and then decided he wasn't playing anymore.
Yeah, it was rough to see him go out like that.
It very well was. Again, he played 24 holes and out. I wanted to see his new clothing line on Sunday. This Sunday Red.
Sunday Red.
I wanted to see what he looked like on Sunday. So I guess we'll. He's trying to play once a month from now on. So we'll see him again in March at the Players, which I believe is like the 17th or something like that.
Good. Hopefully he's feeling better and get out there and play
he said
all
he had
rounds.
Basically the flu symptoms. So he's not hurt, which is again a bonus here. Anyways, Hideki Matsuyama won after shooting a nasty 6 behind 6 shots Patrick in the final round. It was amazing. He shot a fine, excellent.
I seen that on the back nine. There was 5 guys that were all tied up at one point, and he just took over from there.
Absolutely, his approach shots on 15 and 16 were both within a foot of the hole. It was immaculate. I've never seen anything like it since Tiger Woods. Honestly,
yeah, it was great shooting by him. I caught the end of it. I don't think I saw round 3, but I caught the end of round 4 there where he just took off.
That's all you needed to see. If you saw round 4, that's all you needed to watch.
Yeah, back nine was dirty from Matsuyama.
It was a sight to behold. That's his first win in over 2 years. So
good for him.
9th career win is the most for an Asian-born player on tour. So congratulations there. And he is a former Masters champion from just a few years ago.
Good for him. Glad he got it.
Very well, good.
Your boy Cantley, he was there at the end too, and just seemed like he just had a bad day.
I picked him to win, obviously. And yeah, he 5-shot lead after 2 rounds, 2-shot lead after 3 rounds, and blew it on Sunday.
What did he end up finishing there?
He finished tied for 4th.
Tied for 4th.
He did make a whopping $866,000. So
oh no.
Yeah, no big deal. But Hideki Matsuyama got $4 million for winning first place. So
hey. I might pick up golf more.
Also a good day's work. Only other news there for the golf from last week, anyways, is Jordan Spieth getting disqualified after the second round, which I'm sure everyone has already seen or heard about. This is kind of unprecedented, at least in recent history.
Sign the card that locks it in.
Yeah, so fans are very mad. Like I'm seeing reports of fans like being very disgruntled. They want the rule changed. They say it's uncalled for. I'm completely against that. These men again make millions of dollars to write down the damn right score.
You make a mistake, you get a penalty. That's how scores go.
Your caddy keeps score. You keep score. You match them up, then you go and sign the damn card. I don't know if this was a carelessness, and it's his fault. So.
It is what it is.
He loves this course. He won the NCAAB championship here with Texas against good buddy Justin Thomas from Kentucky here.
Yeah,
who we love very much. So he's very disappointed he didn't get to play the weekend as well, like Tiger. But again, I'm against any change there to that rule. You get paid a lot of money to write down the right
always asking for rule change. Doesn't matter what sport you're in anymore.
Absolutely, change for the sake of change.
And we got what's the golf coming up?
This week we're in Mexico at the Mexico Open at Vidanta. It's not a very huge named field, if you will, star-studded field. Since again we had a signature event this week, a lot of guys are taking a week off. So some of the younger names, some of the less known names get a chance to go get a win this week.
Okay.
Tony Finau's the defending champion, but he is in the field and he's going to be tough to beat.
Who you got? Is there a favorite who's going to win that one?
So Tony Finau is the favorite, followed closely behind by Nikolai Højgaard, whom I really like this year. He's from the European Tour, along with the next guy, Emiliano Grillo, Steven Yeager, are all from Europe, if you will. and they're some of the co-favorites to win. Who
Okay.
I really like, Emiliano Grillo this week. That's my pick to win. He tied 5th here last year. He was tied 44th last week at the Genesis, but tied for 22nd at Phoenix before that. Tied for 14th at Pebble Beach before that, and has not missed a cut all year.
Sounds like he's playing his
I
butt off.
like Emiliano Grillo this week.
There you go. Got some betting odds in there.
So if you get a chance and you're into the betting kind of thing, I like to find a guy who has good course history, but also is in a good run of recent form. And if you compare those kinds of things up, you're gonna have success more often than not, anyways.
Absolutely. Let's see here. Anything else going on in the golf world?
That's about it. Wait and see you again on Tiger in March.
All right. Glad to see Tiger back. Let's hope he can play full rounds
He
in
was
March.
+1 after the first round, so
He was.
he was shooting a halfway decent game. He had 5 birdies the first day, so 5 birdies, 6 bogeys, unfortunately, but
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see him play again
it
in
was
March
good.
for
He
sure.
had things to build on.
And over the weekend, we also had the Daytona 500. Good racing at the end there. William Byron comes out with the win. Alex Bowman second. Chris Bell third. Let's see here. Allmendinger, what did he finish? Sixth. That was a good run right there at the end of that big. There was a good wreck.
There's always a big wreck at Daytona. I was so mad. Good, congratulations to William Byron, obviously, but I was so mad when he won. I had Ross Chastain in my local pool here, and
he was there up to
obviously
that
wanted to
wreck.
see him to pull that off. I lost by a very narrow margin to someone else.
Ooh, that one hurts. Not me though.
It was not you.
Yeah, it was a good race down to the end. I unfortunately didn't get to see it. I just kind of saw the replays. Couldn't find it Monday.
Hendrick Motorsports, Byron races for, so they actually had first and second place was a Hendrick car, celebrating their 40th anniversary this year. So
Good day for
congratulations
Hendricks.
to them. First Hendrick driver to win since junior, in 14, I believe. Yeah, 2014 junior won.
Okay, good stat there.
It did get postponed Sunday,
Yeah.
obviously for the rain. I like how NASCAR called it early enough so that fans did not have to travel out and sit in the rain all damn day, waiting to find out if they're going to race or not. So I like how they did that. Postponed to 4 o'clock yesterday.
Yes, it was postponed to Monday. Finally got raced, and Byron comes out victorious.
Joey Logano had the pole and raced a fine race. Joey Logano did. I'm not the biggest fan, but
Is he involved in that wreck at the end?
I believe so. There was so many. It was like 18 cars or something.
Oh,
It was crazy.
Jesus. Yeah, kind of upset I missed that.
But they went to now the last car that crossed the finish line before the wreck to determine the winner. This is 2 years in a row they did that. So I don't know if they're going to be seeking some sort of change.
Some sort of different solution.
It's obviously when it gets down, 10 laps or so, and everybody's jockeying for position, and they get 3 and 4 wide, and shit gets wild. I love it. It's fantastic to watch.
Oh yeah, makes it great.
But I hate the winning by default thing. I mean, make them at least get back to racing.
They crossed this line at the right time type deal.
Yeah. Not that it's a stroke of luck, but I don't know.
It's hard to judge because you can get a wreck on every time, and you'll be down to 3 cars eventually. So
Sure.
I don't know. They got to figure it out though. Some people just ain't like the way that works.
Again, they're saying change for the sake of change. Somebody's going to want change. That's not necessarily me.
Absolutely. And we had some interesting basketball. Some college basketball happened over the weekend and yesterday.
Saturday was a great day for basketball. There was a lot of good games. Obviously, my fan favorite North Carolina Tar Heels pulled out a huge victory against Virginia Tech, 96-81. Armando Bacot has been a stud the last 5-6 games. 25 points, 12 rebounds on Saturday, averaging 19 and a half and 12 rebounds in the last 5 games.
There you go. North Carolina doing their thing. I seen UConn put a beat down on Marquette.
UConn
that was
did
a
spank Marquette.
Big win for them because they were pushed down to number 2 early in the weekend to Purdue, who was number 1, and they ended up getting destroyed.
Purdue yesterday got or Sunday.
They lost to
Sunday.
Ohio State, man. That was
I know, and I hate Ohio State, but
They fired what their coach was 6 days ago.
It was their first game back since
Yeah,
firing their coach.
it was like 4 days into that firing, and they go out there and beat number one seeded Purdue there. Tough loss for Purdue.
Chris Holtman is the name of the coach from Ohio State.
That's definitely going to put UConn back at number one in these next rankings.
So that came out Monday morning. UConn is actually the first unanimous number one of the season. They did not lose a vote to anyone else. They are number one right now. North Carolina fell to number 7 or to number 10 from number 7. Kentucky did move up from 22 to 17 because they played a fine game on Saturday as well at Auburn. Not at Auburn, was it? Yeah, at 13 Auburn. Antonio Reeves 22 points, 5 rebounds. We love to see that. Reed Shepard, I'm disappointed in. Very quiet night. Only 4 points, but he did make up for it. He had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 5 steals.
It's the same Auburn team that just won and beat South Carolina?
Yes, same Auburn team that beat South Carolina.
Good win by Kentucky, then.
That was a very good win. A highly ranked Auburn team, a good Auburn team, and they did it at Auburn.
UConn plays Creighton tonight. That should be another win for them. It's still looking unanimous, but that they just going to finish off with that.
UConn is going to be tough, and they've already beat North Carolina this year. It was early in the year, but they did beat us.
Always good to play a team twice.
So back to the standings where North Carolina fell at number 10. So interestingly enough, Tennessee is sitting there at number 6.
Yep.
And Duke's sitting there at number 8. 2 teams in North Carolina's beat this year.
That's a tough one. It's just the losses that y'all got. That's what hurts you.
It is. Again, but it's hard to justify me watching Tennessee 5 slots ahead of us. They're number 5. I don't even know. They're number 5. 5 slots ahead of us, and we beat them. Dropped 100 on them.
Yeah, that's tough to see as a fan.
Supposed to be the best, or not the best, but one of the best defenses in the country.
Y'all putting triple digits on them. I like to see that.
Love it.
Baylor plays BYU. Rank 11 Baylor plays rank 25 BYU. 25, or BYU, I mean, is fighting to stay in the top 25. They haven't had a great year, but they are putting it all together here.
They did barely stay in at number 25 this week.
And then tomorrow we got Alabama playing Florida. Florida's put some good games together, beat some good teams, but what's got them so low?
Florida, again, they played well. I think they beat Tennessee as well, maybe. Or I could be very mistaken on that stat. It's been a while, but I don't know. Nobody likes Florida.
that I agree. Just figured I'd get your take on that one.
The committee did reveal its projected top 16 teams of the bracket on Sunday as well. Purdue, interestingly enough, got the number 1 overall seed, but this was released before the loss to Ohio State.
Yes.
Where UConn was now number 2 in this particular projection. Carolina got a 4 seed, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, no, 2 seed. Carolina, Tennessee, Marquette, and Kansas are the 2 seeds.
All right, what Kentucky pull with?
Kentucky did not make the top 16 and they are currently ranked 17th right now in the country.
Yep.
So they would then be a 5 seed at that point.
We're going to have to start winning some games here at the end.
And again, this is just a projection. Obviously, conference tournaments haven't even started yet.
Right.
They're going to be mid next month. I think North Carolina plays on like March 13th. Starts their first round of the conference tournaments.
All right.
We are playing at Virginia on Saturday, who just got whooped last night, I believe, by Virginia Tech by 34 points, I believe. Let me double check that stat. 34-point loss was the worst in Virginia's conference loss was the worst of Virginia's career under Tony Bennett in 15 years. 34 points at home.
That one hurts at home, for sure. Free agent tag signings were today till March 5th. As of right now, we'll be looking at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. I haven't seen anybody get tagged yet, so I was hoping to cover a little bit of that. I mean, T. Higgins still out there, Mike Evans, Derrick Henry's going to be looking for a place to go. Let me see here. DJ Reader, he's going to be free agent. I'm kind of hurting on that one.
Well, obviously, what the whole world's waiting to see about Chris Jones and Ladarius Sneed.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris Jones, Ladarius Sneed. Someone's going to be getting tagged here soon. Obviously, we ain't going to be able to cover it today. Come Friday, I'm sure some people will be tagged. We'll get you a little bit more info on that
I
when we
did see
have
that
those.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings were at odds. They didn't want to give him a fully guaranteed contract.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins looking for a lot of money, and some would say he ain't
I
worth
like
it.
Kirk. If you love
I
Patrick
love me
Mahomes
Kirk.
and listen to what he says, apparently Kirk Cousins is the most underrated quarterback in the world. According to Patrick Mahomes. So
Patrick Mahomes knows what he's talking about a little bit when it comes to football. I'm sure. 3-time Super Bowl winner.
if you're into that kind of thing.
Tannehill, another quarterback out there is going to be looking for a deal. Titans going to seem like they're just flip flopping their whole team.
I like Will Levis. Obviously, coming out of Kentucky. I like to see what he has for the full season if he can stay healthy.
I'll tell you, he's got an arm.
The boy can sling that rock.
He can sling the rock for sure. Antonio Winfield, Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, all them, Tampa Bay. That's
I don't think that Tampa Bay tags Evans. I would love to see the man get paid. Pay Mike. He's been too good. He's too
if you ain't
bad.
going to pay him, Kansas City's going to pay him.
Somebody's
And
gonna
nobody
pay that
wants
boy.
that. Nobody wants to see Mike Evans.
I don't
going
see
to
a
KC.
world where they just let him walk out of Raymond James. Like, pay that boy.
Yeah, you got Baker. Baker put on a clinic for y'all last year. You're going to take away his best weapon. It's only going to hurt him. It's going to hurt you all in the long run as well.
Yes, and they were a fine tandem together for fantasy purposes, anyways, this season.
Absolutely, I had a bet going on that Baker Mayfield would have a worse year than Deshaun Watson. I lost that bet clearly by like week 4.
Absolutely.
Before Deshaun got hurt, I was losing that bet. Let's see here. I'm pretty much covered up on my end. What you got?
It's honestly that's it. Like you said, free agency's been slow. I do have an interesting not a stat, a story that I've been trying to keep eyes on, and I just watch it flash up on the screen to remind me here. Rick Pitino, is in his first season at St. John's. He left Iona to go to St. John's last March, and says that he is having the worst time of his life. Says, and this is a quote from Rick: "We are so unathletic that we can't guard anybody without fouling." End the quote.
I did see that.
And to restart the quote, "This is the most unenjoyable experience of my lifetime. This has been so disappointing." End quote.
Oh, Rick Pitino, you have a great time, huh?
He's naming players, saying this guy is slow. This guy's physically weak. This guy's slow.
Coach had enough.
And it's 70. When he's 71 to 73 years old, I feel like he's allowed to say whatever the hell he wants to. I'm a huge Ricky P fan.
Absolutely. I know a lot of Rick Pitino fans, and he was a great coach for a long time.
Absolutely. He even got Toby Smith a championship.
I'm not saying he knows what he's talking about now at the age he's at, but he ain't wrong, I'd say.
Oh, he knows what he's talking about. And St. John's, to their credit, stole a highly touted prospect from North Carolina, Simeon Wilcher, who doesn't see a tremendous amount of playing time, but is seeing some time. We would have loved to have had him in Chapel Hill.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
sure you would have.
Ricky P, going to catch an elbow. He keeps stealing recruits.
Well, let me see here. I think that good.
Yeah, that's about it for me, bud.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in for our first Tuesday episode of the Creekside Sports. I am your host, Travis. This is co-host Kyle. We'll be here with you on almost every Tuesday. Hopefully we can get the other Creekside dogs in here with us. Thank you again for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good one.
Good night, everybody.